given to me, this free gift of eternal life.
What you saying, Ryan? What you saying, Jesse? What we saying, MH? What we saying? All good, MH, bruv. Good weekend, man. Footy was alright, wasn't it? Liverpool got lucky again. Shock horror. Do you know what I mean? No one will mention it, though. Should be on there. Mate, they're lucky to be on 10 points, bruv, let alone 12. Lucky boys. 12? What am I talking about? Fucking, yeah, they are on 12, aren't they? Let me know what trades we're looking at this morning, boys. Morning, Tommy. Morning, Surgical. Morning, Mr. Flips. What we saying? Everyone get the hype going in the Discord. Everyone let them know what they're fucking missing. I want everyone in the free chat letting people know, bruv. Why the fuck are you not in the live? Just make them feel bad that you beat them to it, innit? Just be like, bruv, you man are slacking. I'm already in here. We've been live waiting for everyone to join and we're waiting for the slow comers. Do you know what I mean? Just make them feel like absolute shit. No, but let me know what pairs we're looking at, boys. Morning, El Slapo. Morning, Jay. Morning, Aaron. Morning, Flips. Kendo. Silver, yeah? Send your chart in, bro, to chart check. Let me know if I'm louder now. I should be louder, innit? City won yesterday. Wait, yeah. City won yesterday as well. Yeah, City. United are just terrible, innit? Like United are just. It wasn't even like a surprise. They got smashed 3-0. It's just like completely normal, innit? That's the worst thing about it. It's just completely expected they was just gonna get battered. They're fucking shit, ain't they? They are shite, people. They are shite. Let's see how many man we can get in this live, boys. Everyone drop a like on the live. We've got the new episode of the boot camp coming out today as well. So everyone get ready for that. That one's going to be certified. It's going to be very good for any of you lot that are following me on this journey this year. This funding journey. This mentorship journey that we're doing. My microphone is hearable today. Come on. I've just low-key got to hold it. Like, if I hold it, then it's fine. I've just got to pretend I'm interviewing myself 24/7. But yeah, I have ordered that fucking blue... Well, I don't know what it's called, but it's not here yet, so... What are you saying, Jed? What are you saying, bro? Let me know what we're looking at. Someone said EU sells. We got popped again yesterday. Not surprised. No surprise with that. Oh, are you a United fan? I'm assuming you're a United fan. Morning, Mehmet. Morning, Jed. How we doing? Let a couple more man get in here. Let a couple more man get in here. Yeah, let me know what pairs we're looking at, boys. Remember, the first thing you want to be doing in this situation is try not to leave it down to your own interpretation as much as you can. Try to put these stabilizers on. Once you've got these on, it's like, alright, cool. We're not going to enter unless we're in the discount, so it automatically discounts like 50% of the losses you might take. So we're gonna wait till price is in this 14 pip range, and then we're going to assess what to do. And then within this 14 pip range, then we can see what's actually the best POI. I would go for, me personally, I would go for this order block here. Reason being is we've got a few confluences between that. It is in the middle of this. If we draw on the the 50% of this inversion. So you see this inversion with this fair value gap here, this bearish fair value gap. Price has inverted it, so traded past it, and then it has given us this inversion fair value gap. That's 50% of it, which is in line with our order block and the OTE. So that's looking like the most probable entry, and plus it's within a retap of that fair value gap that we wanted to see. So yeah, I would most wanting to be seeing something like that. Quite a nice reserve position to have because it's a 10 pip stop loss, so actually quite nice. My mate's just texted me. I finally did it, G. So he's either about to kill himself or he's just got them funded. Oh, never mind. He hit 10,000 trophies on Clash Royale. A bit of a letdown. I thought you. Look, your head is covering price. No, it's fucking not. Alright, we've got 101 man in here. Let's fucking go, chat. Let me know what pairs we're looking at. Let me know what pairs we're trying to trade. What pairs we're looking at. What you saying, bro? I'm not saying much, bro. Let's see. Can you pass me this? Yeah, no worries, Jesse. I will message you after this live, bro. I know I've been busy on DMs. But boys, with the fucking volume of people that have been trying to get in the mentorship and signals recently, it's fucking insane. So I've had loads of DMs, but I will reply to everyone. I've still not DM'd back yet today. Morning VGOC, morning Flux, what you saying? Morning Steve, morning EK, morning Matt. Fessy, what exactly does you have to do in order to win a funded account again? We would basically just do giveaways weekly. So last week, all you had to do was watch our most recent YouTube video, drop a like, drop a comment. That was one giveaway, 25k account funded. And then the next giveaway was just for anyone within our mentorship or our signals got put into that. So boys, like no one else is really showing out for their community like this. But yeah, we did have one of our, I can't remember exactly who it was, but one of our, actually, it was his birthday, wasn't it? Was it Tommy? I can't remember who it was, but whoever it was, it just happened to be their birthday, which was sick. Yeah, morning Matt, morning Ryan, morning James, Thanos, what you saying, Shane? Morning traders and Lou. Didn't get in the tapping of you buyers. I'm done till tomorrow. Fair play, bro. We could come back down. I'll be honest. We could still come back down. Looking at the DXY as well. The DXY's got this clear fair value gap that it should retrace into. So it is expected that the dollar should come up a bit and then continue that move. So that's what I'll be hoping for. We did not sweep the Friday or the prior London low on DXY. Obviously we did on GU because GU's a lot stronger right now. And EU, you can see EU's still kind of sitting within this range, so it's nice. We've still got the liquidity above these highs to tap into. So yeah, that'll be the move that we're really hoping for right now. That'll be the move. Euro AUD, someone said. Not gonna lie, no trade today. EU taking out the whole range. GU sells maybe. Fair play. Yeah, I won't be taking EU. Fair play. I'm waiting on EJ shorts after it to make age a high. Fair play. I send my EU to chart check. Sweet. Check GJ. Euro AUD, let's go. 10k, what you saying? GU sales look nice. What were you saying? Trade delicious. What you saying, bro? Yeah, we got 104 man in here, boys. Let's try and get 200 man in this stream. Yeah, move the video to the top. What you saying, Jesse? Why is there only 94 man in here, boys? What are all with these numbers recently? I'm not gonna lie, our numbers of low key. They ain't been dropping, but 94 man. I get it's a Monday, like a lot of people aren't trading, so they don't want to tune in. But you still need to know how to act in these bad not even in these bad market conditions, but just in these market conditions. The audio is extra low today. Not gonna lie. Wait, people was telling me earlier they can hear me. Wait, someone subscribe real quick. Let me check something. Someone subscribe. Someone subscribe. I want to see something. Someone quickly subscribe. Everyone drop a like on the stream though, boys. I'm in GU sells and got in that EU sell right before the pump. Yeah, a lot of people are in sells. Me personally, I wouldn't be looking to get into sells. So, yeah, right. So, a lot of people are getting in here then after this inversion. Yeah, not something I'll do. We don't really have any higher time frame confluence for this. We don't really have any higher time frame confluence. So a lot of you are going from something like that down to the daily true open. That one looks alright down to the daily true open, but all the way down to Asia low, I'm not really convinced about that. Not really convinced about that, to be honest. Let me draw this on so it's easier for you lot to see. What's wrong with these views today? Why am I on 80 views? We was normally at over 100 the whole time. Low key pissing me off, chat. I'm not gonna lie. The amount of people that are just not willing to tune in when there's not a trade. 154 break, 67 EU and GU going for longs, EU shorts. So most people's going for EU and GU. What are you saying, H2? Morning, bro. How long do you think a good backtest period is? You want to have about 300 trades. You want to have 300 trades using your strategy, and then you got a really good amount of data. You got to think the main point of backtesting is to give you confidence. You want to give yourself confidence. So he's not really going to give you confidence if you do like 10, 20, 30 trades. You need to actually know for a fact that your strategy is going to work. Their trolling audio is actually good. Oh, fair play. A bit quiet on PC. I've got my speakers matched out. I can barely hear. How would I try? I don't know, bro. I'd like this to just be a fake breakout to the discount price before going to Friday high. Yeah, that's what I would want, man. I think EU definitely looks like our best bet for now. EU definitely looks like our best bet in my opinion. When's your new mic coming? Should be today, bro. Should be today. People don't know how to use their volume control. UC looks nice. Let's have a look at UC. Let's have a look at these dollar pairs. USDJPY. Let's have a look. What are we looking for in USDJPY? First of all, actually, let's go on the yen basket. Just have a little refresh of what we're seeing, what we're looking for, what's coming up. So, okay, why is there nothing on the chart? I'm gonna lie, that's fucking annoying. We're gonna have to go from the start again. Don't know why there's nothing on the chart on this pair, but yeah, we've had shit on the chart for ages, so I don't really know what's going on there. But anyway, we are still within this CRT on the yen basket. So we've got a lovely downside confluence. Obviously, we saw that CRT as well, which is now completed, which helps us along. And yeah, this is the weekly time frame, boys. So this is a good thing about the weekly, like you can trade within these ranges for a while. Wow, I nearly said ranges. You can trade within these ranges for a while. So with the yen basket, for example, we've been able to have a bearish buyers for like what, over a month, like a month and a half, something like that, which is lovely. Let's have a look what's going on in the yen basket. Obviously, we are still sells. We're looking at sells mainly. Not really looking at anything else. We know it would be stupid to really look for anything else other than sells. So yeah, our current range doesn't look. Our current range is from that low to that high. Let's go down on the 4 hour, see what we're seeing. Yeah, so I would want price to trade a bit higher up into this order block. That's what I want to see, price go a bit higher. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be lovely for it if it wanted to come all the way up and fill this and then move down, but obviously it doesn't really look like it's, well, it's not doesn't look like it won't happen, but just unlikely that price retraces that much. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on at 8 AM tomorrow. Because this is shit, bro. How we got 75 man in here? How have we only got 75 man in here? When we normally have like 150. It's half the amount, boys. It's shocking. It's shocking. We got too many slackers today, man. Big up everyone in this live, man. Getting it done. As I said, consistency is the most important thing, bro. These people think, oh, it's only a day, it don't matter. Trust me, man. Remember, it takes 60 days to build a habit and only 2 days to destroy that habit, so bear that in mind, chat. Bear that in mind. So obviously with this, we're looking at buyers. But yeah, I think it's because I didn't jump on early enough, so I'm probably going to jump on at 8 AM tomorrow and then just see how we go. Should get way more views. Sup, bruv? What you saying, what you saying, Is it more likely to bounce from day to day? Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think, Robert, as well. Because you come too late. Well, that sounded a bit mad. But yeah, no, I know. Obviously was the reason today. But I mean, boys, like, to be fair. I do like these lives with only like the core man in it though, because these are like the real fucking G's, so I don't even really mind. But yeah, tomorrow I will jump on at 8. I know you man have been asking for it for time, so fuck it. Most of Discord members closed for today. Fair play. Live from Frankfurt to London live from Frankfurt to London close will hold you more viewers. Yeah, but 7 AM to like 11 AM. That's a bit. 7 AM to 10 is a bit mad though. A bit mad. 8 to 10 is perfect, really. Yeah, yeah. 8 on the dot. It just needs to be 8 on the dot, innit? That's the thing. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be live at 8. And if no one's in here, I'm going to start crying on stream. Don't worry, I'm active. I just have you in my ear at the gym. I prefer your voice to Drake's. Oh, big up to that. Big up for that. Yeah, I'm trying to see what we had last Monday on stream. How many views we had last Monday. Because I think it probably would have been a similar amount. We usually on from 7:30 at least though, because it leads into London Open at 8. It's not even that late though. Just some lazy people. Yeah, no, I hear it. A lot of people have been saying jump on at 8 though. So yeah, tomorrow I'll jump on at 8. So we do. I think once we do that, the views will definitely go up. Because if I can consistently start at 8, then everyone's just gonna like know 8 o'clock. Call, boom, lose on. Because you man know every day that I'm on. But sometimes you don't know the exact time, so it needs to be literally bang on 8 every time. It needs to be bang on 8 every time. Day consistency is key, always a different time right now. Fuck man, 5 PM for me every evening. Where are you from, Ryan? Do you sniper inversion? Yeah, who's getting in on this? Who's getting in on this chat? Let me know. Yeah, 8 to 10 every day. I think that is the thing. It'll be bang on 8 as well. It'll be bang on 8. Ireland, but oh yeah, of course, yeah, Oz, yeah, man. How you finding it though? Don't stay after 10 because you'll promote late entries in the market. Fair play. To be fair, the views are going up now. We've got like 130 man in here. Lou, please check USDCHF. No worries, bro. But yeah, tomorrow I'll jump on at 8, innit? I've got to jump on at 8. 8 through to 10 consistently. That's what we need. Yeah, USDCHF is a fucking weird pair to trade, I'm not going to lie. Looking at the daily CRT, we've swept this high and we've actually swept them both. So we've already swept everything. Obviously, our main bias does want to be shorts. Just looking at price action, clearly very bearish. If we go on the weekly, Weekly internal, external. We are seeing order block mitigated, and then we've got our external low there. So yeah, we're just trading down into this external low. You can see we've got this imbalance here, which we've partially tapped into, but not really. We're not really filled it as we'd want. We want to at least fill 50%. You can see this one came just below that 50%. And we want, obviously, price to rally up to this and then come down. So what I would potentially be looking for is not, I wouldn't really be looking for like the big move to happen right now. Just little small Asia liquidity moves. But then in terms of the big move of the week, I'd want it to be a sell, maybe on the Tuesday, maybe on the Wednesday. A sell from there once we fill that. Again, looking at the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour on the 15. You know what, let me get rid of this just because we know what's happened. So yeah, again, I'll probably look for a similar thing that we saw. Again, we're just looking at small moves right now. We're not really looking at the main move. Bear in mind, it's USD. It's a USD pair as well, so we are going to get the main move in the New York session, as we do with EU and GU. So potentially, again, just go off the OTE. So wait for price to retrace up into that, and then getting the sell down to that low. Stop loss on the high, entry there. It's going to be about a 2 to 1. I think it should be a bang on a 2 to 1 actually, because this is what 7-0. Actually, no, it's going to be a bit less, isn't it? A bit more. Okay. So that's what I'll be looking for on USDCHF. 8 through to 10 is so like 2 hours, and you are done, and we know where you are and where to find you. Yeah, that's true. That is true, yeah. 8 to 10, I feel like if everyone knows that time, then it's just easier, isn't it? Like, everyone just knows. We got let's see if we can hit 2.6k subs this stream, boys. I've got this little sub counter. I saw Kai Cenat do it, so I thought, oh, you know what? Kai Cenat does it, and he's got like fucking 40 million people giving him £5 a month for no reason. Unreal, man. Completely different to back home. Yeah, that is banging, man. It's banging, mate. Going from Ireland to Australia, fucking hell. Fucking hell. That's like graduating from fucking hell, bruv. That's like being in hell and actually God's like, you know what, bruv? Fuck, you can leave, innit? You don't even got to stay here, bruv. You seem actually pretty jokes from what I've been hearing, so yeah, fuck it. You can come, join us. That's basically what Ryan's just had. I'm in. What are you in, bro? What are you in? Oh, you're in the GU Sniper. Fair play, bro. Fair play. Even I ain't trading income. Even I ain't trading income to listen and get involved. Well, not really. Jed, not gonna lie, you typed that like you was very, very dyslexic, but I get what you mean. Yeah, man, that's the thing, bro. Like, a lot of the time we're trading as well. Like, it's not just about how you act when you don't trade. Like, not every week's about making money. Some weeks are just about surviving. Not every week's gonna be your week to catch trades, man. We know how the market moves. I mean, our strategy's consistent. The entries come time and time again. But even still, we still have a few weeks where it's way more optimal, and a few weeks where it's a bit dead. So some weeks are about making money, some weeks are about surviving. And if you miss little parts of the live or little parts of the sessions because you think, oh, Monday, it don't matter, let's just sit it off. But we're going to have that context now because we're going to have watched the market through. Let's have a look at last Monday, actually, and see what we could have gauged from last Monday. So, yeah, so last Monday, last Monday, if we go back, look at where we started, right? We was in the middle of this fair value gap. So a lot of people probably wanted this market to come down lower, fill this, and then move up, right? They wanted it to come down. However, you see after Monday, when we actually get to watch in real time the market come up on a Monday, then we know the next day that where we're targeting, we're obviously targeting the external high. And then we got the sell off there. So look, notice this, right? We've done the exact same thing. Swept the high and then add this price action. Swept the high and add this price action. But this day didn't give an entry. This day did. And this day we didn't get in. This day we did. This just shows, chat. It's kind of pointless. If you tune in for this day, but not this day, it's stupid because, yeah, you might catch the win, but you're also going to catch the loss as well. So, like, it's really important that you tune in during all market phases. Like, most people's going to look even when they're back testing, right? And this is why it's most important this morning, right? Not this morning, but in general. It's because when people are back testing, yeah, they're just going to skip past this day. They're not actually going to look at this day at all. So they're going to completely skip past it. So they'll have no idea really how to ever act during these days. But then this day here, they won't skip past because a trade came and they'll remember that day. So now you're basically saying you only know how to trade optimal days. Which, yeah, that's all well and good. That is good. That is great. But you don't know how to trade non-optimal days like this day. Not even non-optimal days. Days where like the trade may have even been faked. Trades where we probably did get a 5-minute inversion, but we didn't get the 15. So let's actually have a look. We probably did get a 5-minute inversion. Yeah, look, we did. So we got a 5-minute fair value gap here. We got inverse, but we didn't get in. So 5-minute inversion. We didn't get in here because if we go on the 15... Go on to 15. We had a 15-minute fair value gap, or a 15-minute order block rather, that was filling. This actually, can't be asked to change the time frame again, but this was actually a 10-minute. And yeah, and then therefore you'd act differently on this time frame. So then, rather maybe than going for the 15, you might have gone for your change of characters, for example, which give you a little bit more context than just an inversion. So it really does help, boys, to tune in during these markets. Like, you may not notice it yourself, but there are so many just little things that you'll pick up on. So many little things you'll pick up on. Took some beautiful longs on GU today. 4.58 done for the week on lives. Lovely, Aman. Lovely, bro. Smashing it, brother. Morning, Lou. I cooked on EU longs this morning. Lovely. RIP GU shorts to FVG got disrespected. Yeah, I'm not looking at this GU. The only trade I'm actually looking at today is this EU long. Once we come down enough and we get that move up, that's what I'll be looking for. This GU is just what people in the chat are saying, so I'm not getting in on this, nor would I get in on this. As I said, our bias is not at all really bearish. I'm actually going to get rid of this because I don't want any of you lot to think that I'm in this or wanting this to happen. We've got our clear external. As we said, the good thing about EU as well is we haven't taken these highs, so we've still got this liquidity forming. Still got this liquidity for price to take. Only just about wicked over this, so we should get a close over this. So we know we're going to return up to here. We know we're going to take these highs. It's just about if price gets down enough for us to actually get in an entry. That's really what we're waiting for. Just hit TP on EG from DTOA+. Lovely, Jesse. W. Mate, you can see our concepts just work so well. Can you move the sub counter up a bit so we can see the time frame you're on? It says in the bottom right, bro, what time frame I'm on. Oh. It says down there, boys. Yeah, lovely. Send your profits into the Discord, boys, and at me. Let me know if you're a mentorship student, signal student, whatever, or just watching my lives. Put what you are, then at me on the profit section, boys, so I can have a look at some of you man's trades, review some of you man's trades. We've got Lloyd, Drift King, who's apparently got some Unreal, EUGU. We've got Jesse, who's got a TP already. Yeah, appreciate that, Kendo. EU bouncing up from the DTO. Yeah, it does look like that, bro. It does look like that. But remember, we could just be filling this to come down lower. We'll see. Let's have a look. Someone said there's in chart check. Right. There's a few fits, yeah. Lovely. Lovely execution there at the DTO. You can see, boys, this is exactly really how we trade as well. Exactly one of the videos within the mentorship, we teach you the Asia liquidity strategy, which a lot of you are probably very well used to. And then the DTO strategy, the daily true open strategy. And that's obviously what he caught to the T there. If you look at EG, yeah, beautiful, bro. I'm surprised you actually spread it in on that. But yeah, lovely, lovely trade. Lovely trade, man. You can see, I won't go too much into this strategy, but you can see really we've had a slow Asia session. We daily true open prints, we rally above it, and then instantly reject it. So you can see that is essentially price grabbing that final premium price. Right, so you can see the DTO lands. You can see price has had a bearish intention the whole session, clear bearish intent. All the balls have been getting just smashed about. Like this is fucking dominatrix or something. All of them you can see, whenever they try to buy, instantly eaten up by the sells. When they try to buy, instantly eaten up by the sells. Just consistently the whole session down. Daily true open starts, prints out, and price comes below, obviously as it normally is. But then you see here, this is the key thing. We have this rally above to get in a last premium price. That last premium price above the DTO. So the algorithm's going to get in that last premium price. And then we have that move. Now this move, we ideally want it to have a fair value gap within, just to show the intent and the bullish intent. You can see this one did. So we go the daily true open, and you can see the daily true open is banging, fair value gap, 5 minute fair value gap. And you can see it is bang in line with the daily true open. So you'd either enter off the daily true open and have a stop loss here. Obviously I wouldn't do that. I would actually, what I would do here, because you've got to have at least a 2 pip stop loss, at least on EG. Ideally 3, right? So if there's not really any point getting in here and then having our stop loss in a place we don't even need it to be, all the way up here. We'd rather just give ourselves a better entry, because even if spreads like come close and don't tap us in, we'll still be in. So again, I'd probably just enter off the start of that fair value gap and then just do a 2 pip stop. You probably, again, 2 pip stop might even be difficult. You might have to do 2.5. But yeah, ideally a 2 pip stop. And you're aiming for your next liquidity. With EG especially, I would always recommend aiming for your next time-based liquidity rather than more your external. So yeah, that's what you do, and then you can see taps in there, and it just rallied down into the low. So yeah, lovely trade there, Fitz. Lovely trade there, bro. GU sells, SL fuck sake. Did you follow all your? Yeah, Dylan, unlucky, bro. One thing I would say, boys, and this is important again. Dylan, don't worry, mate, because if you're here, a lot of people are going to be just losing trades, but they don't know why they've lost trades. So I'll tell you where you went wrong on GU. So GU normally, alright, so I'm bullish bias on GU, right? I'm very, very much so bullish bias. Sometimes I'm kind of bullish, like, do you know what I mean? 50-50. This market, and really for the last few weeks, you might have known what I've been saying on live, we are so bullish, right? We are very, very bullish. So yeah, I'm very, very bullish. So I'm only really looking at buys. Only interested in buys because I want to catch the market on my side. Remember, we want to fight a downhill battle, not an uphill battle. We don't want to struggle against what the market's doing. We want to go in line with what the market's doing and go with the market, right? Fight a downhill battle, all right? So that's fine. You can go against that higher time frame, but I would only go against that higher time frame on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, right? The thing is about Monday's the hardest day to trade. Monday and Friday are the hardest day, but in my opinion, Monday is definitely the hardest. And the reason being for that is for a start, we have less context, and we also typically accumulate. You can see we didn't really accumulate today, but yeah, that is typically what we see. So my advice for you, man, would be, if you're trading on a Monday, make sure you got higher time frame bias. It's fine going against that higher time frame bias if we're on, if it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday and everything else is lining up really nice. Then I'll be like, you know what, fine. But on a Monday, you want to be really, really careful on a Monday, and especially on a Monday, you want to fight that downhill battle. You want to go in line with the market, not fighting against it. So, yeah, I would say it's more just a timing thing, Dylan, mate. It's just a timing thing. It was the fact it was a Monday. So just understand, price moves different depending on what day it is. You didn't do anything overly wrong. Nothing really too wrong with that. But yeah, as I said, just think of market context. And also think, what reason would there be to come down? What reason would there be? Because we've already filled the imbalance, right? We filled this imbalance on the 4 hour. This imbalance has been filled, moved up. And also on the 30 minute, we've also came down, filled this imbalance, tapped into this order block, and then moved up. So you got to think, what reason would price have to then from here come back down again? What would it be reaching for? Right, it's not going to be reaching for this because it's been mitigated already, so it can't be that. Won't be mitigating this because this has already mitigated that. Won't be this fair value gap because it's already been filled and moved off. So it must be, therefore, really this external low. So by selling there, you essentially want price to come all the way down here. So you actually, once you draw it out, you realise how much of a prediction you need it to be. And you realise the likelihood of it. So you need price to come all the way down to here, because everything else has been mitigated anyway. Whereas to the upside, all you need price to do is to take out this next high, which we've already taken the session low of, by the way. That's all you need. So again, that's what I'm saying. Fight a downhill battle. Go along with the market. Don't make it hard. Don't fight these hard, drawn-out battles. Remember, boys, man, if you want to sell from there, remember, what do you actually need to happen? Because this is already we've already taken the Asia low. We've already filled this order block. We've already filled this imbalance. We've already mitigated this New York session. We've already filled this imbalance. So the most recent thing other than that, as we said, is this external low, which means by selling from there, it's not even like you just want to catch 25 pips, which is where your TP is. You want to catch, you need the market to be on your side to the volume of 80 pips. So yeah, that's a few things you could have done in order to avoid that loss, bro. But don't worry about it too much, man. It's not like it's not like you did something crazy stupid like did a news trade. Boys, let me edit this real quick. Did that just change? Alright, 3 more. Yeah, we got a sub goal now. That's pretty decent. We need 3 more subs till our sub goal gets hit. Yeah. Hey, you could be having this sell off though. I'm not gonna lie. Not again something that I'll be looking for. The daily trope and tap is nice though. We'll see how we move from there. Probably sold because G sweat the previous week high and gave a change of character. Yeah, fair play. When we get in the clean, easy ALGs again, it will come, bro. It will come. Again, not every week's about making, boys. Some weeks are about surviving. It's so fucking true. Honestly, it's so true. 130 man in here. Nothing's an L unless you don't follow your rules. Yeah, that is true, bro. That is true. Going on the 1 minute FVG at the DTO. Stop loss at break even because we was in the premium leg. What's that for, Robert? Oh, on EU. So you got on a EU buy. 1 minute IFVG off the DTO. So you got in, I'm assuming, off this one here. So I'm assuming your entry is something like this. So you waited for that to be disrespected, which was disrespected by this candle here. We then re-tapped into it here. So I'm assuming you've got your stop loss on the low, about 3 pips. And then you got your TP on this high. See, that's a fucking really, really nice sniper entry. That's really nice. Hopefully you're able to fully capitalise on that. Again, just hold that trade out. I personally think that we're going to be stopping you out, but what the fuck do I know? I don't know more than your strategy knows, or my strategy knows, do you know? You know what I'm trying to say? The strategy dictates you leave the trade open because it's more beneficial to the results. So what, am I going to sit here and be like, I know the whole stats and facts and everything say one thing, but I actually have got another idea. No, get that ego out of trading, boys. Get that ego out of trading. Smite that ego. No need to worry then, bro. Take it as a W for getting extra lessons and learning. Yeah, exactly, man. Don't take it too hard. But just remember though, boys, Monday's not your optimal day, so think about capital preservation on Monday. GU stronger than EU, it seems, this morning. Yeah, definitely, bro. That's why EU is obviously more likely to get a decent entry. Probably sold because GU sweat pretty. Yeah. Originally, I was looking for EU sells to TP near your entry. It's calm, a bit annoying. Took a loss on Friday as well. 5% up to 2% up on my account. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that, Dylan. Nothing wrong with that at all. That is just the reality of trading. In fact, Dylan, that shows what you're doing is perfectly correct. When is episode 2 for the bootcamp coming? Episode 2 is coming today, boys. As I said, every single time we hit 100 likes, I'm going to bring out the next episode. So yeah, next episode will be out today, boys. Lou, you should make a poll at the start of the stream saying, have you liked the stream? Nice reminder for people to join us. Yeah, true say. Damn you, Monday. EGDTO short wanted to enter, but not Monday. Yeah, EGDTO was perfect, man. Perfect trade. It really was. Just that move we get so often on EG. That move we get so often. I'll be real, chat. And this is not me being big-headed, yeah? This is not me being big-headed. I don't know of a single other community or a single other trader that has worked out a way to trade EG the way we do. The accuracy, an actual strategy. Like, tell me someone who would be able to see this fucking price action in the morning. Wait. Didn't mean to do that. Someone who would see this price action in the morning and still be able to have a textbook trade. Not just a trade, a textbook trade with a great entry, great stop loss, great TP. I genuinely don't know another community that's been able to do that for EG. So that is something I hold very proud of this community that was able to do. Is find a strategy that works perfectly on EG. Because I don't think anyone else does. HS Signal Group. What's that? What has he got a trade? HS Signal Group got a trade, yeah? How come you didn't wait for price for a premium? How come you didn't wait for a premium price on that trade? What trade, bro? Oh, EG. So EG moves a lot different to your other pairs. I always say it like this, right? So if EU and GU is 1080p, EG is 240p, right? Which sort of means, because it's a dollar pair, EU and GU have got a lot of liquidity. Like, you've got to think, boys. Right, let's actually, I've actually never known this, so let's have a look. So, right, so this is why, chat. This is why we see EU, why I say EU's like 1080p and EG's like 140 or 240. Because you can see US dollar, the daily volume is 7.5 trillion, right? Which means this chart is able to paint out proper nice. Like, look how it's moving. Fill in fair value gaps, perfectly taking CRT highs and lows. Have creating here, for example, a perfect 30-minute fair value. Let me get rid of the indicators. Creating here a perfect 30-minute fair value gap. Price fills it perfectly. Rallies up to the high. You can see just really clean, nice price action. Versus EG, you can see it's a lot more wicky. It's a lot more random, right? There's not really... Can you see any... Look how these fair value gaps are really nicely getting filled. Fair value gap filled there. Fair value gap filled there. Fair value gap filled there. Look for the same on EG. You won't really see it. It moves a lot different. It moves a lot different, a lot more jaggedy, right? A lot more, as I said, it looks like 240p. But the reason is because there's less move. There's less movements. It's got, like, if you're thinking about it as a pixel, US dollar's got $7 trillion worth of pixels, whereas EU GU has, like, 3 trillion. So bear that in mind, boys. Bear that in mind. It's a very important thing. But that's why you want to stick to your dollar pairs. We need to get the stream on 1080p. Yeah, Flux was telling me some ways how I can get there. If it goes near Asia Lows again, is that a premium price? What pair for, Garms? Yeah, Tom, I will do that, bro. I'm going to do a little alert. I think you can do time-based alerts. I was playing around with Streamlabs yesterday. That's why I got this subscribe thing. Who in here is not subscribed, bro? We need 3 subs, and then we can hit our sub goal for the stream. 3 subs. 3 subs. Yeah, Mr. Catalo. The Discord link's in the description, brother. Discord link's in the description. Mentorship, everything's in the description, bro. Including my prop firm, which I'm affiliated with. And you use code ACG. Use code Richesse and you get 15% off at Alpha Capital Group, boys. The best prop firm in the UK. Taking over the game. Robert, I was tempting, but I wouldn't have taken it myself, so I wouldn't signal it. Everything was correct, just not the day. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it, Stu. That's basically what we were saying earlier, to be fair. It was just the day it was. If I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. Hey, man, I know you don't trade gold, but can you give me some analysis so I know I'm on the right track? Alright, cool. What I'll do on gold, I'll give you some higher time frame analysis. We're not going to do entry analysis. We're going to do higher time frame, starting on the 4 hour, telling you the basics of what you should do. Now, alright, so for the start, the easiest thing that you can do, get rid of everything. The easiest thing you can do first and foremost is go on the daily and work out what range you're in. So, we go on the daily, we want to mark out the high and the low. And there's a few questions we want to answer. So, and I'll tell you those questions as well so you can write them down. Get your pen out and fucking get ready because I'll tell you the question you answer. First question when you're analysing on the daily time frame. Where is the current low? That is question number 1. Where is the current low? If you don't know how to read market structure, watch the first episode of my free trading bootcamp I've just uploaded last week. It's the most recent video on my channel. It's going to break down how you read trends, ranges, highs, lows, breaker structures, all that shit. So watch that after this stream if you don't know. So first question, where is my current low? Second question, where is my current high? Third question, is the range bullish or bearish? Now, again, if you don't know how to do that, watch my previous video on my YouTube. But all you got to do is, did we break the previous ranges high? If we did break the previous ranges high, then we are bullish, so we're in an uptrend. If we broke the previous ranges low, then we are bearish and we're in a downtrend. You can see we broke the previous ranges high, whatever range you want to use, we broke the previous ranges high. So therefore, we're in an uptrend, we're in a bullish range. This means what we want price to do is fill our internal liquidity and then come to our external high. So that's the move we want to see. So basically what we're waiting for is price to fill our internal liquidity. What is internal liquidity? Internal liquidity are fair value gaps and order blocks. Fair value gaps and order blocks. Now, there's a few you could go for here. There is a few you could go for here. It's not the nicest if I'm being honest. I'm actually tempted to go on the 2-day chart. 12-hour chart as well. Now, I'm tempted to go for either this order block or this fair value gap here. But for argument's sake, we're going to say is this fair value gap here that we tapped into. So we're going to say this is our internal liquidity. And this is our external liquidity. So our highs and lows are our external liquidity. So I'm going to keep on our external high because remember, we're in an uptrend. So that's what we want to see get taken. We don't want to see that get broken. We've got no evidence for that. Going to delete that and now we're going to just use a little dot to signify our low and our, let me make it, you'll make it blue because it's a bullish range. And our high, right? So we should, again, fill that and then come up. So now we've got that, chat. These are almost like our stabilizers. So now someone unsubscribed. Okay, whoever that was needs to kill himself now. Like really right now, they didn't. We're still on full subs. To be fair, that just shows that everyone in here is actually subscribed, which is G. Yeah, I just need to get some more views in here, man. But it's calm. We'll be getting some more views. I'm working on some shit behind the scenes. You know, I've got that mentorship coming. I've got some other short videos that we're working on. Me and a few of the guys. Shout Shout out Mood. We're working on some vids, boys. We've got some shit coming. If anyone else does want to help me out with some shit, boys, as well, just send me a message on Discord. Join the team, man. We're grinding this account. Obviously, you get different mod stuff and that. Adolescent star Owen Cooper, 15, becomes the youngest ever male to win an Emmy. Let's have a look. Course he's got that haircut. Course he's got that fucking haircut. Like, did anyone not have that type of trim at that age? Just like kind of a skin fade, but not not even a skin fade, just a tiny fade at the side, and then just curly on the top to hide your forehead because of your insecurity. Did anyone not have that? Maybe we should have been more grateful. Just seen that guy's haircut. I say that guy. I've just seen Ed Sheeran's haircut. Shout out to this guy though, bruv. I know everyone thought the thing was all woke and all that, but let's be real. He played it so well. That scene where he's what's it? Is Emmy's just a British thing as well? Oh, it's American as well. Oh, fair play to him then, bro. That's a big dub for the UK. Big dub for the UK. What's his name? W. Owen, bruv, in the chat. Shout out Owen Cooper, bruv. Getting it done. Anyway, yeah, so going back into this. So now we've got, but yeah, what this is going to do now is when we go on to our lower time frame, so onto our 4 hour and stuff like that, we've now got almost like stabilizers on. So we sort of know where we're heading. So before, where you're sort of in no man's land, you don't really know what's going on. Do we buy? Do we sell? How do I approach the market? We need to put the stabilizers on, and that comes from the higher time frame. And as you can see there, boom, the stabilizers are now on, so we can somewhat see what we're coming into, where we're heading to. It's really important, chat, you answer these two questions. For every single time you enter a trade, you need to have these two questions. What are we coming from and what are we going to? You need to know this, right? You need to have this for every pair. This is essentially higher time frame bias, chat. This is all higher time frame biases. If you can answer those two questions, that's your higher time frame bias done. That's literally it. It's that simple. It's that simple. So yeah, I'll go back to EU and GU in just a sec, boys. But yeah, so essentially now, when you know what we're coming from and what we're going to, you can actually start to build confidence into your trade. So what are we coming from? So as we said, we're coming from our internal liquidity. What are we going to? We're going to our external liquidity. So now we know the move is this, and we're currently here within that move. So imagine you're driving somewhere, right? And they say, oh, we need to know what next road to take. How are you meant to know what next road to take if you don't know where you're coming from and what you're going to? It's just a guess. But when you know what you're coming from and what you're going to, you can look at the map at where you currently are and go, all right, we're coming from there, we're going to there, and we're currently here. So this is where we stand in the grand scheme of things. Now we need to go in this direction. And here you would go, all right, so cool. Now we need to go in the up direction. You need to go bullish. You need to go, let's say, north, for an example. So you need to go bullish. So in this example, I would now be on the lower time frame looking for buyers. So for example, I would be looking at my, well, obviously it's easier to see in hindsight in it, but fair value gap here, which has been filled. You can see we filled that fair value gap and then moved to the upside. So I'll be looking for, again, price to fill this fair value gap. Bear in mind, we're below the daily true open, boys. So we're optimal for what? Buyers or sells? We're optimal for buyers. Below the daily true open, we're optimal for buyers. So yeah, I would buy here. And by the way, chat, it doesn't mean you're going to have your TP there. It doesn't mean that. Because the thing is, with having your TP there, you've got to fight within your weight. You punch within your weight. You're not going to have analysis on the fucking daily time frame and an entry on the 15 and then use your daily TP. Doesn't make any sense, chat. Doesn't make any sense. Alright? It's like saying, oh, I think that Man City are going to win today, so I'm going to have them to win the league. No, have them to win today like you thought it's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So all you do here, now we've got our stabilizers on. We know what we're going to. We know where we're heading. We know what we're doing in the grand scheme of things. We don't need to catch this great move here. We just need to catch Oh, if I draw it on, we don't need to catch this great move here. We just need to catch this portion of it. Just this portion. Because if it then goes here and we're wrong, and it goes like this, we still win. We don't need to be completely right. We just need to be kind of right. Which is what we need, boys. So yeah, that's how I'd approach it. And then again, that's when you'd use your time-based TP. So again, I'd use the Asia High for my TP. Because it is obviously a very common liquidity point. Again, if you're in the mentorship, that'll be very clear to you. And then you have your entry around your internal, so about 50%. Stop loss on the low, TP on the high. So again, I'm not saying to take this trade specifically. And you can see 2-to-1 RR. I'm not saying take this trade specifically, but this is generally how you'd find an entry. Collapsing, falling. Starting to come down now, which is nice. What's this, bruv? Oh. Hang on, wait, let me edit my camera real quick. Because I feel like my chin's almost fucking taken down. That's better, innit? Three more subs. Boys, is anyone watching this and not subscribed? Like, come on, man. I want to see the animation change. I want to see it change. I think that's quite sick, though. Like, once it starts moving, once we get consistent subs, it's one of them. It's quite addictive to look at, innit? 'Cause it's always bare near to the goal. Like, that's what fucking Kai Cenat does. It's bare clever, low-key. Right, let me read these chats, because I haven't responded to them in a while. I just wanted to see if the counter works. I've got no coffee now. And said Kendo a glaze. Kendo's a mod, bruv, that's why. I'm about to make him mod after this live. Which means he gets bare shit, bruv. So, who's a glaze now, cuz? Man gets my personal WhatsApp number, bro. He can text me at any time. He can give me late night booty calls if he really wants. Do you know what I mean? Who's the loser now? And I'm joking. But yeah, big up to Kendo. RJ, man, what's the need for that as well, bro? that was a little rage back there, Mez. Is that you, Mez? Let me see what people are saying. 2 hour possible CRT. Yeah, nice. Nice. Is that? Just gonna. Oh, okay, 4 hour got. Molested, yeah. Now again, we want to use this in context, chat, because we've already said there's not really any need to come lower than where we are. There's no need to come lower than this, so I'm not even going to be bothering to look for that CRT. If it was blatantly there on the 4 hour, then I'd use it. But I'm not going to like dig for it just because it doesn't go with what I want. So why am I going to dig for it if it doesn't hit my bias anyway? Suplu had a crazy week last week. What happened, Dereska? Are you back to DTO? Yeah, nice. We're having that little pump. Should really come back down off of this. Just continue down to that DTO to give us the nice entry. Entering GG, I'm in EU at 391. 391. Jason's in at 391. Josh is in at 952. Yeah, send your entries to chart check, boys. Send your entries to chart check. Another 51. Phase 1 complete. Lovely. Big dub there from fucking that fuck you money. How are you, my bro? I'm all good, Garms. How are you, bro? 10 mins to come back, 8 pips. Yeah, man. Hopefully we can have that quick sell-off of this imbalance now. We're retesting this daily to open really nicely. We can see again that we are in fact correct. All the best sells are coming from above. All the best buys are coming from below. So again, we are below. So again, what I'm always saying, fight a downhill battle, boys. We don't want to struggle against the market. Trend is bullish. We're going to look for fucking buyers. Do you know what I mean? Will you take this trade after 10 AM? Nah, bro. Are you back at DTO? If I missed any comments, boys, just put them in the chat again. Was my B-day? I'm older than half a century now. Mad. Fucking hell. Doreska, the OG in this chat. OG. Had a fantastic day. Then the rest of the week gave back and blew 3 accounts. 2 were too small to worry about, though. Yeah, don't worry about that, man. It's just part of the journey, Doreska. It just is what it is. It's just all about building that psychology. The thing is, yeah, as someone said, you must have been over trading or over risking. So that's just a mistake that you're never going to make again. So it's annoying, but it's a mistake you had to make. It's one of them things. Hello, I took that gold trade you just explained. Looks pretty decent. Oh, fair play, Matthew. I wasn't really doing it for you to enter, but yeah, if you did want to get in, fair play, bro. Fair play, bro. That's just up to you to get in. I've literally just pulled up the chart, but yeah, man. Did you see my phase 1 trade, bro? Passed my phase 1 in 1 day, same day of buying a challenge. Yeah, I did see that, bro. Lovely, Brippy. Lovely. I did see that in the Discord. W, Brippy. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Enrique. Go hard or go home. Yeah, for real, Doreska, for real. Yeah, trailing drawdown issues. Oh, fair play always gets me. Yeah, that's it. You want to just, you can't really, like, you can't outsmart the market. That's the thing with the trailing stop loss. You ain't going to be able to outsmart the market. Looking forward to trading my own money. Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't blame you. But prop firms are just the best thing, and it builds that. Like, as much as it's good to just trade your own account, if you can trade prop firm accounts, your risk when you go to your live account is going to be so much fucking better. Like, so much better. I didn't enter. I said I think he. Oh, he. You know. Yeah. If I missed any comments, let me know. Thanks, brother. Got to wait till tomorrow for my phase 2 logins, as I need 3 minimum days. Lovely though. That is lovely.
Actually, a dope flag. Favorite flag? Yeah. Hezbollah. Look it up. I'm not even kidding. It's actually a dope flag.
I don't know flags.
Okay, this guy. I've just seen a crazy take. Is it really a good flag? I've got to search it up, and I. Oh, mate, that flag is ass. Look at the colour of it, bro. That flag is terrible, bruv. Terrible flag. Yellow and green, you know. Yellow and green. Man's overall flag is yellow. You're meant to be scary. You got a fucking AK-47 on there. You got an AK-47 on there and you made it yellow, bruv. At least make it black. Like that on a black logo. That in red on a black logo. Now that looks scary. You got a fucking scary little AK with a hand and all that shit. And you got your bally on and all. Make the flag that colour your bally is. You wouldn't put a fucking yellow and green bally on because you know it looks stupid. I don't know why I'm giving like marketing advice to fucking Hezbollah. But yeah, they need to improve their PR if they ever want to become as famous as ISIS. No cap. Mid flag, facts. I wouldn't even say mid, bro. It's lower than mid. It's literally yellow. I would say if it looked cool as well. Like, it's only a flag. What did you think of City yesterday? They only had 45% possession at home, which is unusual for Pep. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But I just think that their style of play they're playing is different now. Haaland's having way more of an impact on the actual football. He's fully that. He's more getting their main man. Like even when he was scoring a lot of goals, he was never really their. I know he was their main man, but in terms of like he would be on the end of stuff. They wouldn't really play through him. They just trust he'd be there. They'd more just play through their wings. Now, like he is the man. Like he is the man. I think it's going to be bare fun watching Haaland this season. But yeah, City, I don't really rate City that much. I don't really rate any of their players anymore. Like, I rate a few of them, but yeah, United are just terrible. I think you can play like that against United. United are just so bad. Like, they've got to be the easiest team to play against in the league, isn't they? The easiest team to play against. Because at least with the lower teams, they're at least hard to break down because they're used to defending. Like, they could probably hold on for like 80 minutes. They'll time waste. They'll put challenges in. They'll be horrible. Do you know what I mean? The fans get right into it. With United, they can't hold a result because the fans are so toxic, the players are so weak, and the defenders are so shit. And they also don't have any goals in them. So, yeah, funny. You got your new mic yet? Nah, bro, not yet. It's coming, though. What would you say the best thing about trading is? I'd say the best thing about trading is... that's a good question. That's a really good question, mate. I'm going to have to think about that. The best part about trading is being able to live on your own terms. Is being able to live on your own terms. Now, bear in mind, chat, that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. You can't just do whatever you want. But you can live on your own terms. That's what I think is the coolest thing. No other industry, boys, like even with dropshipping and stuff like this, e-commerce, all that, yeah, it's all well and good, but you're reliant on customers, you're reliant on designers, you're reliant on your manufacturing, your supply chain, I don't know, Facebook ads or whatever it is, your website, all these other things. With trading, it's you and price. That's it. You and price is all it is. You versus price. And if you can master that, it's the most like freeing feeling because you genuinely need no one. If you've ever been like, you know when you go through like a breakup or whatever and you're like, you know what, fuck this, bruv, I don't need no one, I'm the man. Like, you know when you just get that and you're like, I'm the fucking man, I can do it myself, I don't need no help from no one, don't need nothing, I'm going to do this all myself. That is like what trading gets you. Like, unlike anything else, you don't need anyone. You can delete every single contact on your phone, you could throw your phone away. As long as you've got a MetaTrader 5 and TradingView, you can make more money than anyone else you know, or most other people you know. Is to earn money without selling or convincing any of your customers to buy products. Yeah, that's another thing. Exactly that, bro. Exactly that. And that's how you can tell people that actually trade and people that actually don't. Like, obviously, I do tell you, man, to get in the mentorship, but me telling you to get in the mentorship is beneficial for you. Like, you can tell I'm like someone who don't actually trade versus like someone like me, for example, versus like a HS or people like that. Everything they do is for their own benefit. They want to get you in their signal group, on their broker, on their commission, so they get affiliate money. That's the difference between someone like me or someone like, I don't know who else there is out there, like, I'm trying to think, Zamco maybe, or Jade Cap. I'm trying to think of legit people. The difference between that is the stuff they'll provide will actually help you. It's not a thing of convincing people to buy because you want to convince them to like give you money. You want to convince them to help themselves almost. You know what I mean? You shouldn't need a break to feel that way. Remember, boys, you are the prize. Wait, what? Oh yeah. True say, Mehmet. True say. Is MetaTrader 5 better than MC4? Yeah, bro. I'd say MetaTrader 5 is better, bro. MetaTrader 5 is better in my opinion, but it's not really that much different, I'll be honest. But yeah, being able to live on your own terms is the best feeling. Like, you can do whatever you want, literally whatever you want. What setup do you work on? Asia liquidity grab and DTO buys, bro. This one here is pretty much a combination of both, but I'm looking at daily trope and buys as it fits with our higher time frame buys. West Ham might just be the easiest at this point. Yeah, West Ham are bad, but for me, it's the expectations of West Ham fans. Like, it's so true. Oh, Potter needs to go. Potter needs to get sacked. It's like, bruv. Honestly, fans are so delusional. It's like, I get it. Like, Potter's had a few bad results, but mate, do you think anyone's gonna come into West Ham and get you European football? No one is gonna be able to do that. Like, no, you just don't have your players aren't good enough. It's as simple as that. Your players are not good enough. Like, let's just look. Their players are just not good enough, but they think, oh, we can sack the manager 3 games into the season, get another one, and it's going to be all good. It's not. Look at your fucking defence. I actually quite rate that Diouf. That Mavropanos is woeful. Souček is poor. Ward-Prowse is poor. I actually think he's alright. I don't rate that Somerville. Obviously, Bowen's good, and Paqueta up front. I mean, what's that about? But you know, like, look at this. What do you expect this team to do? Like, in all seriousness, what do you expect this to do? Like, do you think if Pep was the manager of this team, they'd finish in the top 4? They fucking wouldn't. Like, they think, oh, let's just sack a manager and it'll get better. You're just going to sack a manager, they'll be shit, and they'll have a different style of football, and it'll take you more to get used to it. I think they should keep Potter for 1-2 years. Even if he finishes 12th, just keep him. He's a decent enough manager. He's an English manager. He'll get on well, do you know what I mean? He's going to build something. He's not going to take you to get relegated. You're not going to get relegated. He's going to build something decent, but these lot just want, like, now they've won 1 trophy, they think that's just what they're due. They think they're due to fucking get European football every year. There are 7 teams better than you, West Ham. In fact, there's probably 10 teams better than you. Like, I really don't know what they expect. Really don't know what they expect. You ain't getting a better manager than Potter. You just ain't getting him. And if you ask them, they'll be like, oh yeah, we want Mourinho or something. Like, their fans just so... They need Sean Dyche. Do you know what I mean? That is someone who they'd get in. He's like Sean Dyche. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just not no better, is it? That's someone who would actually be open to the job. Would you cancel pendings now as it's 10 AM, bro, or has it still got potential? It's still got potential, bro, definitely, but it's according to my rules, I'd close it. Do I still think the move is going to happen? Yes, I do. But am I trusting my own emotions, or am I trusting my trading plan that has got me fucking 6-figure funded, got me multiple payouts, got me to live this life that I'm living? Obviously, I'm going to trust my trading plan. So fuck my emotions, I'm going to trust my trading plan. So that's something you've got to decide. Are you going to go with your emotions or your trading plan? Or if you don't have a trading plan, that's a big problem. Kendo, I'm a United fan as well. It's painful to admit, lol. Wait. Shut is a strong word. What would Sean, knowing how shut United are, probably switched up from his usual play style and tactics. Let's be real, they was always going to beat United either way. Yeah, trust. United's just that gimme team, innit? It's like, alright, don't worry, it's United. It's United, you man. It's calm. We'll have another one. Do you know what I mean? It's like all the football players are like, oh, do you want to come out tonight, mate? No, man, I've got a game tomorrow. It's only United. Oh, you know what? It is only United. Fuck it, yeah, I'll come out for one. And then they're down there. He's had one. He goes, you know, I've got to go back now. I've got a game tomorrow. Like, I've got to be up early. Bruv, it's United. Yeah, it's United. I'll have another one. Fuck it. And then someone goes and gets the shots in. Do you know what I mean? If someone gets the fucking... Someone gets the Jaegers in, and he's like, "Nah, man, I'm a professional football player. I play in the Premier League. I can't be doing Jaeger bombs on a day before a game. I can't do it." He goes, "Bruv, it's Man United. Like, shut up. It's Man United." He's like, "Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just stay out tonight. Get the bags in as well. Fuck it." That's probably what players do the day before they play Man United. It's actually jokes. Is that the true trade? Is it true trading is harder in the summer season? Yeah, bro, that is true. It was really nice for us, though. The reason why it was nice for us is because of Donald Trump. Now, trending markets are the nicest. And, like, people have actually been saying, I don't understand how people have been saying, oh, it's been so hard to trade under Donald Trump. Like, boys, it has been so easy to trade under Trump. So easy. Look when he became president, right? Am I missing something? By the way, we had this, like, if you've been on the lives for months now, like the last, fucking hell, that's nearly a year now. For nearly the last year, you would see, we had this internal liquidity here, we had this external target. We knew for the first however months of the year, it was going to move to there. It's, boys, like, when we have a trend this clear, caused by such a concrete, real-life thing, it's called sentiment, right? It's people's general idea. So... like, for example, you get these news events and stuff like this, which, yeah, it's important. But at the end of the day, economists have got to make a prediction, and investors have got to make a prediction. And you can see here, the prediction was made, and the prediction's been made. people think the dollar will lose purchasing power or the dollar will get weaker. For simpler terms, people think the dollar will get weaker under the Trump administration. That is obvious. And if all the smartest investors, how do we know it's the smartest investors? Because it is actually forcing the market down. So they're forcing the market down and they've been correct. So we know they know what they're talking about. They're forcing the market down with these candles. And they think the Trump administration is going to be weak for the US dollar. So who are we to fade that? All we got to do is trade in line with it. As I said, that's why we look for this CRT, boys. Go on the monthly. We've got a monthly CRT here. High swept. Closed back within the range. So we want it to trade now down in to this candle low. It's very, very simple. We're just selling. That's all we're doing. We're just looking for reasons to sell. Looking for reasons to sell. Looking for reasons to sell. Obviously, this is my analysis last night. Again, it's not rocket science, boys. It's really not. Once you've got a clear direction, it's very easy. It actually is very easy. GU looks like it could be coming down to this DTO. This DTO is a really, really nice entry point. Really nice. It's going to give beautiful RR. We've taken the external liquidity, though. The stop loss is quite big, which makes a nice change. I'm tired of these fucking 5, 6 pip stop or 5 pip stop losses. Let's actually check out the trades that we have currently running in the signal group. Let me drag this across real quick. 7025. These are the current ones we have running in the signal group. 763. So yeah, these are the current trades we have open, chat in the signals. So hopefully these are you longs can run. And this is what I'm really looking forward to in the signals with this new swing trader, which is sub goal hit. Oi, let's go, chat. I need a little sound. Cheese, you man actually smashed that. Big up. I need a little sound effect, don't I? That when we hit it, it goes off. 572. Appreciate you, man. Big up to you, man, in the live, man. 570. What should we make it? 580. You know it. Bro, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, man. I'm not gonna lie, boys. I still haven't really got over that. Let me quickly say something about that, because that is like the reason I think this Charlie Kirk thing has hit me so mad is because I've never seen someone in the media die. Like, I've had a lot of people die that, like, obviously not me. We've had a lot of people die, like rappers, musicians, people like this, famous people. Like, for example, I used to love Lil Peep. You know when everyone's, like, depressed when you're, like, 15? Not depressed, but you know when you're, like, all sad and all that shit. I used to love Lil Peep. And I remember when he died and I was quite sad about it. But, like, I was sad, but I wasn't, like, it didn't feel heavy. I was bare sad. I used to listen to him all the time, 24/7. And he died out of nowhere. And especially he made all that depressing music. Felt kind of sad, but I didn't really feel anything heavy, right? With this Charlie Kirk thing, I feel something heavy. And the reason being, I think it is because there's never been anyone that I've seen die, and I've thought to myself, if I lived and died the way he lived and died, I would be happy with that. Like, even with like Lil Peep or Juice WRLD or all these people, they died of drug overdoses and they were rappers. Like, I could find rap cool, but I wouldn't want to be one. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to die of a drug overdose, or even like rappers that die in shootings or whatever, or whoever it may be. Yeah, like even Ricky Hatton. Like, I like Ricky Hatton. Obviously he's a G, but he died on. I'm not going to say anything, but he probably either killed himself or died on a coke binge. And he was a boxer, which fucking I love boxing, but I'm not really a boxer in it, so I can't look at that in the same way. But with Charlie Kirk, it's like, bruv, if I lived and died this way he lived and died, I would die a happy man. And there's a heaviness that hits you, bro. I've never experienced a heaviness like that. It's crazy. I can't see that in the signal group, lol. Let me show you, bro. It's in the trial signals, as I said, bro. That's what I was saying. So we've got... I'm assuming you know about the trial signals, but I've got some people on the trials. So we'll go to trial signals. And you can see... So this is a swing trader. So you know that me and Mason Stu really plays these lower time frame moves. which is this is why me and Mace have been searching for really, really good swing trader that can get you in like 4-hour positions that we can just get in and hold. So while me and Mace and Stu are trading these little moves, we've got a trader that's taking these higher time frames to just even us out, boys, and it just makes us a little bit risk off, makes us more risk free, just because we've got these positions that sort of mitigate. So even if you take within this leg some losses or some wins, you know you're overall going to be winning. But yeah, I'll show you both of these positions right now. If you go over to the trial signal result, or trial signals. So this was the re-entry. You can see entry, stop loss, and TP. And it was at this, obviously, was the level was getting in on. So this is the second one. And then the first one. The first one, as you can see, was set on the 11th. Again, swing position, entry, stop loss, TP. There you can see is the entry. We did end up coming down a bit further, tapping us in, and then running. So yeah, it's in the trial signal, boys. So for those of you that are wondering how the trial signal works as well, is we have... I'm going to have to get a drink after I say this because it's mad. How do I become a mod, pal? Just start doing what Kendo's doing, bro. Just, yeah, just do what he does, bro. Help out the live. And stuff like that, and then I'm just going to give you mod. That's what I told Kendo to do, but he's been doing it, so I'm going to give him mod after this live. But yeah, just do what he does, bro. Just help out the stream, innit? Proper football boss, trust me, they need dive. It's Jesus Christ with it. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people that said that, and it is true. It is true. Like his voice, just it's crazy, man. His voice, literally, he could not have hoped, he could not have prayed for anything better than what happened to him, Charlie Kirk. He could not have prayed for anything better than what happened to him, and I'll say that with chest. I bet he's glad what happened to him. I bet he's happy at what happened to him. He died doing exact. If he had to pick, what would I die doing? Defending myself, defending my God and my rights and my political beliefs in front of the world, and I was martyred for it. That is the perfect ending for a legendary man. Not seeing any setups today. I'll probably see something tomorrow. Yeah, man. We want it to come down. We are seeing price like reluctant to come lower. We are seeing a lot of reaction along this fair value gap, but yeah, we just want it to continue in that. The law of effort's nice, but I mean, it's just, yeah, will we actually start breaking these lows? Remember, our entry is below the daily true open, so we are looking to buy, which is again fighting that downhill battle. If I missed any comments, chat, just let me know again. We should have got rid of Bruno over the summer and sort out the midfield too. I don't know why United fans always say get rid of Bruno. He's literally your best player. Would you cancel pendings now? Oh yeah, alright, I've read these. Mehmet's just made a couple of fakes and subbed. That's how much of a G he is. Me too, bro. I still can't believe it. It's mad, isn't it? Ricky Catton as well, yeah. Dying over politics is crazy, yeah, trust me. But yeah, sorry Nathan, that's what I was saying. Yeah, about the signal members. So the people that are sending it into trial signals, how it works is me and Mace and others source really, really high quality traders with a track record. We put them in the trial signals, so they send signals for a month. After a month, the signal members get to vote if they stay as a full-time signal member to send in their trades, they leave and they never come back, or they extend their trial period. So 1 of 3 votes. And obviously this guy, I can show you the results, but he's currently running up on the month 3R. He's had 2 trades and he's currently running up 3R or 3.5R. So yeah, really nice from him. My trade is playing with me. That's what I get for trading on a bank holiday. I don't think it's a bank holiday. Bro, can you explain the difference between midnight opens and day opens? So yeah, midnight open is sort of the daily true open, bro. It is the daily true open. So it's 5 a.m., which is New York time. So you can see 5 a.m. You see down the bottom there it says the time. 5 a.m. If we switch it to New York time, you can see down there. It's actually 12 o'clock midnight. So that's why we call it the Daily True Open. And basically the other reason we call it the Daily True Open is because of quarterly theory. And essentially, in terms of quarterly theory, it is the start of the 5 a.m. is the start of the London quarter, which is and the start of every Q2 is the True Open. So, for example, the weekly True Open is the end of Monday, the start of Tuesday, which is the start of Q2. Right. So again, Q1 is the Asia session, Q2 is the London session, Q3 is the New York session, and then Q4 is going to be the PM session or the Aussie session, whatever people call it. So yeah, you got Q1 there, Q2, and then Q3 and Q4. And then the Daily True Open is the start of Q2. So start of Q2, that is the Daily True Open. So that is where we get Daily True Open from. No, Bruno's our best player. We just need a solid keeper. Let's see what Lamens has to offer. I doubt he'll do that well. Yeah, it'll be past same day, Jesse. Not seeing any setups today. I'll probably get something tomorrow. Fair play, bro. Off to Greece next week. Sat by the pool waiting for your setup. So gassed. Haha. Let's go, Brippy, man. Living the life, brother. Living the life. Make sure you get some pictures sent into the Discord of that, man. I want to see some pictures of you watching the stream, getting some trades in. Motivate some of the guys, man. Motivate some of the people. Appreciate that, Kendo. He lived the life he was called for. Yeah, that's it, bro. That is it. My tradie's playing with me. Oh yeah. When Nuno takes over, he'll help your keepers. Oh, JPY bank holiday. Oh, fair play. Respect of old people day or something. Fucking hell, that's the most Japanese day ever, innit? That's the most Japanese day ever. Man said respect of old people. What, so in every other day they just go, fuck you old people. What? Fuck you. Point of view, any day that's not the 15th of September in Japan and you see an old person. Yo, granddad. Fuck you. Fucking bang you. Fuck you. And as soon as the 15th of September hits, you're a fucking good guy, Grandad. You are a legend, man. Thank you for being old. Thank you, man. Thank you, man, for that. I want to see what it actually is. Is Stu being serious with that, or was he joking? September the 15th is Respect for the Aged Day. Fuck me. To express gratitude and respect for Japanese elderly population to celebrate their long lives. It's celebrated on the 3rd Monday of September. Pretty fucking random, if you ask me. Was there really need? Is there really need for that? Now Bruno is our best player, but he is not playing in his best position. Cam, what's the point of having Salah and playing him at left back? I mean, it's not exactly the same as playing Salah at left back, is it? But yeah, I know what you mean. It fucks up the system. But at the end of the day, he's your best player. He's your only player that can score goals. I don't know if you've actually realised that, but he's your only player that can actually score goals out of nothing. He's the only player you can give the ball to and he might make something happen. Everyone else is like, oh, for fuck's sake. Honestly, I don't get United fans, man. There's always a problem with United fans, innit? It's always Bruno or him or this or that. They love a scapegoat, don't they? Oh, mate, speaking of scapegoat, I've got to show you, man, this video. This made me crease yesterday. Who sees, you know all the Everton spaces? Like, if you, man, don't know about the Everton Twitter spaces, they're so funny, bruv. Let me show you this one. You've probably heard that one, wait.
Why is he doing it? What? No chance. Answer the question then. Shut your mouth then, you old woman, and just answer the question. Help us out for the rest of the fucking...
Oh, mate, I can't remember the one I was going to find, mate. It's honestly the funniest thing. Honestly, the funniest thing. He sulks too much. He's a good player, but I hate his attitude. Yeah, he's fucking annoying. I hate him, but he is a good player. He'd walk into any other team in the league. Let's just be honest. Well, a bit of a stretch maybe, but he'd walk into every team other than Arsenal and Liverpool. Probably would. I don't know. Walk into Arsenal's a bit mad. He does start for us, but walk in's probably a bit of a stretch. But yeah, anyone else he walks in. Liverpool again, Wirtz probably not, but like I think he's top player, man. 29% of the population is older than 65. That is not a lot. You should see China, bro. Look at this. I'm sure it was more. It was like 60. Oh, wait. Now this is it. It's something like this. It's something like this, and it's like 70% or something mad. %. To be fair, it's not that much. They must have changed it, because I remember when I did A-level economics, and I remember the question on A-level economics, and this was mad. This was just before COVID, bear in mind. It essentially said that if the thing stayed the same, by the year like 2040 or something, China's population will be 60% or 70% elderly. So like, what is the economic solution for that? And obviously, like, I had to write an answer. I don't know what I put in the end. But if you think about how mad that was, and that was in 2020, what happened? The fucking coronavirus. The question was literally, what do you do with these elderly people that aren't able to work and are a drain on the economy? What can China do about these people? We had to write an answer. Well, clearly they just fucking made a virus that only killed old people. Like, that was such a coincidence. Like, it wasn't a coincidence. They fucking made it. I think they made it to kill off the aging population. I truly do. That was literally the question in my A-level fucking exam, like a few days before COVID come out and they shut down schools. It was like, 60% are elderly. Within 20 years, if it keeps going the way it's going, like 60 or 70% will be elderly. What do you do to fix this economically? So I just wrote in, you got, I'm not going to say that. 1 million Indians imported! The Japanese really do live long. Yeah, Japanese get away with a lot though. I said this at a family function the other day and got coned for it and got clowned for it. They get away with a lot though, the Japanese. Big up the Japanese, but Japanese get away with a lot that if white people did would be considered very racist. But because they're Japanese, it's like, oh no, it's their nice little Japanese culture. And again, it's like, oh no, their Japanese culture's so nice. Like, we get coned for the British Empire. Like, fucking hell, have a look at Japan. You blame an outbreak of bats. Okay, EG's coming up to a nice level now. Anyone got their eyes on EG? It's like being a nice mannered racist. Yeah, literally, like. They say it in like a soft voice and respectful language. With English people, it's like, oh, fuck off, you big gammon, you fucking EDL, no. OCD kicking in there. Yeah, that's just a nice little entry, nice little inversion entry. Again, I don't like these inversions too much on EG, as I was explaining earlier. Same with South Koreans, yeah, trust me. But yeah, H, that is mad. That must be... H, Japan must be the current highest then. Current highest of aging population. You must be right with that. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, crazy shit. What are they gonna do about that? What are Japan actually gonna do about that? Let's ask ChatGPT. Do you reckon it'll understand that? It actually knows what it means. That's actually quite jokes. Did you see that Freedom March makes me die? The mainstream media is saying only 110k were there. Think about how many people Wembley holds and the crowds when it turns out there was loads more than 110k. Yeah, I was saying that. I was saying if I had to guess, I'd probably say like 400, 500,000. I'd say it was closer, arguably closer to 1 million than 100k. But yeah, even BBC said it was like 110k. Let me have a look. ChatGPT is so fucking good. I don't even care about this, and he just don't know. How are they cooked? So what's that? Low fertility. Oh shit, 1 point. Fucking hell. Replacement is 2.1, and they're at 1.2. What's it called? United Kingdom. On let's have a look then. Tommy reckons 3 mil. Yeah, there was no. That's why I've asked him to do a table so we can actually compare and get like a probably accurate number. It's like being. That's what I thought. 500k to 1 mil. Yeah, man. I'm ready to do my account. Let me know when you're free. No, it's no worries, Jesse. No worries, brother. Yeah, 3 mil is nowhere near 3 mil, but like the Japanese really do live long. They live a long life, but it's the same as the Italians though. Like this list is literally like if you had to pick 2 countries that look after the elderly, it would be these 2. But fuck me, you look after them a bit too much. Some of them need to start dying, didn't they? All right, routers. Use the most reputable sources such as the BBC, and they don't use the BBC. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, everyone half says it. Oh. With the right wing, so the further left leaning the publication is, the more likely the numbers will be skewed. Bit of research here, guys. Okay, here we go. So, left leaning, centrist, that's business focused. So these are the ones we should really trust. So Reuters, AP News, and the Financial Times. So why should we trust these? Wire service tend to report consensus range. I trust the Financial Times because it's centrist and it's business focused, so it's kind of going to be balanced. And then obviously these two as well because it's a wire service. I don't know what Reuters actually do, but I know they do a lot. So I don't really know exactly what they do. But I'm not gonna lie, that probably is more like the number. I'm not gonna lie, it probably is about that number, boys. Like, unless there's like a huge fucking cover up. Do you know what I mean? I don't think they'd really lie at that, would they? All of these publications are gonna lie. Like, what's in it for the Financial Times to report a shockingly wrong number? Visual-based estimate is 120. Media reported is that. Most neutral sources 110. It probably is about that. If you was Keir Starmer, what would you say the number turned? Let's have a little. If I were Keir Starmer, I'd be thinking politically, not just factually. He'd want to avoid inflating the figure, avoid denying reality, and frame it carefully. So he'd probably lean towards the lower credible end of the estimates and say around 100,000, while framing the movement as an unrepresentative of the broader public. Something like, well, around 100,000 people marched in London yesterday. We must remember that they don't speak for Britain. The overwhelming majority of this country reject hate and division and extremism. Oh, guys, yeah, it's true. So I'd flip the strategy entirely. His incentive is to maximise the number, claim establishments of media bias, tie turnout to a narrative of the people rising up. So he'd likely say the highest credible number, 150,000. Well. Fuck! Pissing about with ChatGPT, missed the entry. I wasn't going to enter it anyway, but still. Still, chat. If Tom Robson actually claimed 3 million, that makes sense. Crowd inflation, 3 million equals a symbolic scale. London itself only has 9 million residents. So claiming a third of the city rose up paints it as unstoppable, historic, representative of the people. That's a good point. The bigger the number, the more power people he can claim. Distrust of mainstream media. He supports already believe outlets like the BBC and the Guardian lie, so exaggerating massively both fires up his base and widens the gulf between official estimates and our truth. Media strategy, even if journalists ridicule the number, they still repeat the headline, which spends his narrative further. Some earlier estimates cited that 150k was the credible high end. I underestimated how far he'd push for rhetorical effect. For someone like Robinson, credibility matters less than spectacle. In short, he said 3 million not because anyone serious believes it, but because it signals strength, builds a myth, and cements his movement as power of the people versus the establishment. Now that is actually a good answer from ChatGPT, I'm not going to lie. You can give ChatGPT the images and footage of the day and it works out. See the overhead footage and knows it's more fair play. And let's have a look at gold. Someone said gold's running nice. Oh yeah, shit, gold. This gold trade. Who's getting in on this gold? Someone. I see some people in the chat saying they was getting in. Obviously, I only quickly analysed this for the man in the chat. I actually found it funny. If KSI weighed in, he would treat it like a serious demographic debate at all. He wouldn't treat it like a serious. His brand is banter, trolling, and making it entertaining. He'd almost certainly mock both sides, the marchers and the politicians. Oh my days! Oh my days, bro! I've just read what they've put. Oh my days! They've put out a full script, bruv. Bruv, man saying 3 million people. Oh my god, no way! Oh my god. Oh, that is the best thing I've seen. Oh my god, that's the best thing I've seen ChatGPT do ever. Bruv, man saying 3 million turned up. Nah, that's cap. I've seen Wembley sold out. That's 90k. This looked like what Reading Festival on a bad year. Call it 50k top. Still more people than watch Jake Paul's last fight though. That's actually so accurate, bruv. What the fuck? Bruv, man saying 3 people turned up. Nah. KSI wouldn't pick the 100 to 150k range. He'd downplay it with jokey low ball number. He'd wrap it in banter. Okay. We can take this to some places. Bruv, that was so funny. Bruv, man said, wait, that's the exact same thing as man just chef. No, what's the one where he's on the phone in that film where he's in or whatever, and he's like, nah, bun the bacon, fam, or something like that. If Aiden Ross chimed in, it would almost definitely be his usual chaotic, trollish Twitch streamer. He'd go way overboard with a number just to stir it, make it unserious, comparing it to his own audience. Number side-eye UK politics. Bro, they're saying like 100 to 150k. Nah. I swear I saw like 10 million people out there, bro. That's way more than my whole chat combined, bro. London was packed. It was like Fortnite event vibes. On God, W chat. Bro, why is it actually fucking good at this? Why is it actually good at this? That is exact. Bro, they're saying like 100, 150k. Nah. I swear it's like 10 million people out there, bro. So there's like 10 million people out, but that's more than my whole chat combined, bro. London was packed. It was like a Fortnite. Bro, that is so accurate. Not gonna lie, that is super fucking accurate. Want me to give what Andrew Tate would say? The media are telling you 100,000 people turned up. That's a lie. Look at the streets. You couldn't move in London. It was millions of people. The truth is, ordinary Brits are finally enough. The Matrix is terrified, so they'll downplay it, but energy is raw and it's growing. What would Eric Cartman say? That's a good one. Dude, there were like 20 million people in London. I was there and everyone was following me because I'm awesome. The march wasn't even about immigration. It was just about how much people love me. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Okay, that was low effort. That was low effort from them. Scold's tapped in and filled that imbalance. Let's see if it can run up now. Sometimes them violent taps in are good because it manipulates sellers into the market. Richesse effects to the world. Come on in under. Inidoma. Come on, brother. Respect my authority. Yeah, chat. I might jump off though soon. Might jump off soon. Not really moving today. Again, Monday, nice and slow. Pretty positive Monday. We knew exactly what we wanted, and that is exactly what we got. So, can't really complain. We wanted the market to be bullish, which is what it was. Again, as we said, ever so slightly missed out on our entry. Missed out on the entry, but again, we caught the direction perfectly. So, we keep calling direction perfectly. And it's only a matter of time before these start playing out. Remember, you only need to catch one of these trades a week, boys. Like 3 RR. 2 of these a month. You catch 2 of those a month, that's nearly 6 RR for a month. That's fine. But yeah, boys, I'm probably going to jump off now. Appreciate you, man, watching. Been on live for 2 hours now on the Monday. Direction spot on. No entries, but we'll be back tomorrow, same time. Getting it done. Actually, not same time. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'll be live at 8 AM tomorrow, boys. 8 AM I'll be live tomorrow. But yeah, big up to everyone. Big up to everyone who tuned in today. As I said, episode 2 of the free mentorship will be out. So everyone make sure you got notifications on for my channel. And yeah, boys, these giveaways, by the way, these giveaways are going to be coming thick and fast as well. And they're all going to be relating to that mentorship. So maybe it might be the first 20 people to comment get put in a wheel spin for a 25k account. You never know. Maybe it might be the first 10 people. Maybe it might be the first 5. Maybe it might be the first 1 person. You never know what I've got planned, boys. You never know. All I'm saying is a tip for you, man, to give yourself the best chance at winning an account next week. As I said, episode 2 of the mentorship's out today. Leave your notifications on. Put your notifications on and watch that video as quick as you can, boys. But anyway, I appreciate you tuning in. Love the support as always, boys. Love and respect to the community. Absolutely smashed it again today. Views were a bit low at the start, but we hit like 130, 140. So yeah, man, account's still growing. And yeah, Monday's always a bit slow. Tomorrow I'm going to be jumping on at 8 AM and we're going to have probably our biggest stream we've ever had. I'm going to jump on at 8 AM tomorrow on the dot and we're going to have the biggest stream we ever fucking had. So W's in the chat all round. Big up to everyone who tuned in today and I'm going to catch you in the next stream, boys. Sweet. I'm going to be jumping on at 8 AM and we're going to have probably our biggest stream we've ever had. I'm going to jump on at 8 AM tomorrow on the dot and we're going to have the biggest stream we ever fucking had. So W's in the chat all round. Big up to everyone who tuned in today and I'm going to catch you in the next stream, boys.